Have you ever noticed that even after eating a healthy diet, your vision seems to fade as the years go by? Maybe reading feels harder at night or bright lights start to blur your focus. Many seniors assume this is just a normal part of aging, that the eyes simply wear out over time. But here is what most people do not realize. Your eyes are not just passive organs. They are living tissue that regenerate, heal, and even repair themselves, especially while you sleep. You see, the retina, the light-sensitive layer at the back of your eye, is one of the most metabolically active tissues in the entire body. It consumes more oxygen per gram than even your brain. Every night, as you fall asleep, your body enters a natural restoration mode. Cells clear out waste, mitochondria recharge, and the retina works to rebuild the delicate photoreceptor cells that capture light. But this entire process depends on whether your body has the raw materials it needs, the right nutrients available in your bloodstream as you drift into sleep. Here is what is really going on inside your body during the night. Melatonin, the hormone that helps you fall asleep, also acts as a powerful antioxidant for your eyes. It shields your retina from oxidative stress and supports the repair of rods and cones, the cells responsible for color and low light vision. However, when you go to bed deficient in specific eye-repairing nutrients such as lutein, zeaxanthin, taurine, and omega-3 fatty acids, the retina does not have enough fuel to complete that nightly restoration. Over time, this leads to cumulative damage, the same kind that contributes to dry eyes, night blindness, or even age-related macular degeneration. Let me explain this with a simple analogy. Imagine your eyes as a construction site. During the day, light exposure and oxidative stress act like tiny wrecking balls chipping away at the walls. Nighttime is when the repair crew comes in to rebuild. But if they arrive and find no bricks, no mortar, no materials, the damage remains. The result is slower recovery, blurred vision, and long-term decline. The good news is that you can reverse much of this nightly nutrient deficiency simply by eating the right foods at the right time. Certain natural compounds, when consumed before sleep, create a nutrient-rich environment that allows your eyes to repair themselves as you rest. They help restore mitochondrial function, reduce inflammation, and optimize blood flow to the retina. In today's session, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. You will learn which specific foods, timing strategies, and biological mechanisms make nighttime the most powerful window for vision restoration. And by the end of this talk, you will understand not just what to eat, but why it works down to the cellular level. If this kind of practical, science-based approach to healthy aging and vision repair interests you, stay with me until the end because this information can truly change how your eyes age from this night forward. Every night while you sleep, your body enters one of the most extraordinary repair processes imaginable, and your eyes are among the first organs to benefit. Yet, very few people understand what truly happens inside their eyes after they close them. The truth is, your eyes are never completely off. Even in darkness, they remain metabolically active, engaging in one of the most energy-intensive restoration cycles in the entire body. Here is what is really going on inside your body. The back of your eye, known as the retina, is made up of photoreceptor cells that capture light and send visual information to your brain. These cells are under constant stress during the day from light exposure, oxidation, and glucose fluctuations. By the end of the day, microscopic damage accumulates in the form of lipid peroxidation and mitochondrial fatigue. When you fall asleep, your brain and body send resources, oxygen, glucose, and antioxidants to the retina to begin repair. Let me explain this with a simple analogy. Imagine your eyes as a digital camera that spends all day capturing thousands of images. By nighttime, the battery is drained and the sensor is coated with dust. Sleep is when that camera gets plugged in, the lens is cleaned, and the internal circuits are recalibrated. But for this cleaning and restoration to occur, your body must have the right tools, nutrients, hormones, and blood flow ready and available. Research shows that during deep sleep, the body increases production of growth hormone and melatonin. Both of these substances activate cellular repair pathways in the retina. Melatonin, in particular, neutralizes reactive oxygen species, the unstable molecules that cause oxidative stress and damage the delicate photoreceptor cells. This process is called nocturnal retinal regeneration, Without it, the retina gradually becomes less efficient at converting light into electrical signals, leading to blurry vision, difficulty adjusting to darkness, and in the long term, degeneration of macular tissue. Another remarkable thing happens at night. The retinal pigment epithelium, or RP, which acts like a support layer for your photoreceptors, performs a kind of cellular housekeeping. It digests and removes damaged outer segments of photoreceptor cells and replaces them with new ones. This is an energy-intensive task requiring sufficient oxygen, vitamins A and E, and omega-3 fatty acids to keep the membranes flexible and healthy. If you go to bed undernourished or dehydrated, the RP struggles to complete this renewal cycle effectively. Over time, waste material called lipoplasmin begins to accumulate, slowly clouding vision and increasing vulnerability to age-related diseases. Here's where nutrition plays a critical role. What you eat before sleep directly determines how well your eyes can execute this nightly regeneration. For example, foods rich in charoids such as spinach, kale, and egg yolks provide lutein and zeaxanthin, compounds that embed themselves in the macula and act as natural filters against light damage. When consumed before bedtime, these nutrients circulate in your blood during the exact hours when your retina needs them most. Now, if you're wondering whether timing truly matters, the answer is yes. Your body's circadian rhythm governs when cells are most active in repair. The retina's regeneration cycle peaks during the first few hours of deep sleep. That means what you eat 1 to 2 hours before bed has a direct influence on the nutrients available to your eye cells during that critical repair window. A small evening snack containing healthy fats and antioxidants can dramatically enhance this process. So to summarize this first insight, nighttime is not passive. It is the prime time for your eyes to recover, restore, and renew. But this restoration is not automatic. It depends on whether your bloodstream carries the right nutrients at the right time. In the next section, we will explore one of the most overlooked but powerful drivers of this process: melatonin, and why this sleep hormone might be the single most important antioxidant for your vision. If this content is helping you understand your body better, consider subscribing. I share new science-based insights every day that help you take control of your metabolism, vision, and overall longevity naturally and intelligently. When most people hear the word melatonin, they immediately think of a supplement to help them fall asleep. But what many do not realize is that melatonin is far more than a sleep hormone. It is one of the body's most powerful internal antioxidants, especially for the eyes. In fact, melatonin acts as a kind of night shift supervisor, coordinating the repair and protection of retinal cells while you sleep. Here is what is really going on inside your body. Melatonin is produced by the pineal gland in the brain, but it is also made locally within your retina itself. As daylight fades, light signals reaching the brain decrease, triggering the release of melatonin. This marks the body's transition into repair mode. The retina begins to quiet its daytime activity of processing images and shifts its energy toward detoxifying and restoring its light-sensitive cells. Think of melatonin as the master conductor of your nighttime symphony. While you sleep, it orchestrates multiple cellular activities. It reduces oxidative stress, stabilizes mitochondria, and improves the flow of oxygen and nutrients to the retina. According to recent research, melatonin interacts directly with enzymes that neutralize reactive oxygen species, the unstable molecules that damage retinal tissue over time. This is crucial because the retina consumes more oxygen per gram than any other tissue in the body, making it highly vulnerable to oxidative stress. Now, here is where it becomes even more interesting. Melatonin production declines with age, and this decline is strongly correlated with increased risk of age-related macular degeneration and glaucoma. In seniors, the pineal gland produces less melatonin, and the body's internal antioxidant defenses weaken. This means the retina is left more exposed to daily oxidative wear and tear. The good news is that you can naturally support melatonin levels through both lifestyle and nutrition. Let me explain this with a simple analogy. Imagine melatonin as your eye's nighttime security guard. During the day, light and environmental stress create constant attacks on the retina. When night falls, melatonin comes in to lock the gates, sweep away the debris, and repair the damage. But if the guard shows up late or unarmed, meaning low melatonin levels, the cleanup never happens completely. Over time, the damage accumulates and your vision begins to blur. So, how do you strengthen this natural defense? It begins with respecting your circadian rhythm. Bright artificial light, especially blue light from screens, suppresses melatonin production. That means using phones, tablets, or televisions right before bed can blunt your natural repair cycle. To counteract this, reduce blue light exposure 1 hour before sleep, dim household lighting, and allow your body to sense darkness. Darkness is the signal that activates melatonin synthesis. Not supplements alone, but your own internal biology at work. Next, let us connect melatonin with nutrition. Certain nutrients act as coactors that help your body produce and utilize melatonin efficiently. Magnesium, for example, supports the enzymes that convert serotonin into melatonin. Vitamin B6 found in foods like chickpeas and tuna also plays a key role in that conversion. On the other hand, caffeine, alcohol, and heavy late-night meals can interfere with melatonin release and digestion, reducing the time window for retinal repair. Finally, some foods naturally boost melatonin levels. Cherries, pistachios, and kiwi contain measurable amounts of natural melatonin. Having a small serving of one of these foods before bed, especially when paired with sources of omega-3 fats like walnuts or chia seeds, can provide a steady release of antioxidants during the early stages of sleep, exactly when your eyes begin their repair cycle. So, melatonin is not merely about falling asleep faster. It is about regenerating from the inside out. It shields your retina, recharges your mitochondria, and sets the stage for every other nutrient to do its work. In the next section, we are going to explore how the health of one unexpected organ, your liver, determines how effectively those nutrients reach your eyes and how efficiently that nightly repair actually happens. Most people never think of the liver when they think about their eyes. Yet the two are deeply connected. In traditional medicine systems like Chinese medicine, the liver has long been considered the organ that opens into the eyes. Modern science is now confirming that connection, showing that liver health plays a crucial role in vision clarity, nutrient delivery, and nighttime eye repair. Here is what is really going on inside your body. The liver is your central metabolic factory. It filters blood, breaks down toxins, and stores essential nutrients like vitamin A, zinc, and copper, all of which are critical for maintaining healthy vision. When your liver is working well, it ensures a steady flow of these nutrients to the retina through the bloodstream. But when the liver becomes sluggish, fatty, or overburdened, something that becomes more common with age, that nutrient delivery system begins to falter. Think of your liver as the logistics manager of your body's repair network. Every night as you sleep, the liver is responsible for distributing supplies to the organs that need rebuilding, including your eyes. But if the warehouse is congested or filled with waste, the shipments slow down. The retina may not receive enough vitamin A for photoreceptor renewal or enough antioxidants to counter oxidative stress. Over time, that leads to weaker night vision, slower focus recovery, and early signs of macular degeneration. Let me explain this with a simple analogy. Imagine your eyes as a city and the liver as the main power plant that also supplies food and oxygen. During the day, the city runs hard, consuming energy and accumulating waste. At night, the liver should clean the system, replenish energy, and deliver fresh fuel. If the power plant is polluted or underfunctioning, lights flicker across the city. In this case, your vision becomes blurry and tired. Research shows that poor liver function is often linked with elevated oxidative stress in the retina. This connection is especially clear in individuals with non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. The liver's inability to properly metabolize fats affects the supply of omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids, key components of the retinal cell membranes. When these membranes become rigid or inflamed, the eyes lose flexibility in adjusting to changing light conditions. To support liver-driven eye repair, timing again becomes important. The liver's detoxification processes are most active between midnight and 3 in the morning. That means what you eat in the hours leading up to bedtime directly influences how effectively your liver performs its nighttime duties. A meal or small snack containing antioxidants and healthy fats can provide the raw materials your liver needs to generate the compounds that reach your retina. Practical steps can make a remarkable difference. Avoid heavy or greasy dinners which overload the liver and divert energy away from repair. Instead, focus on foods that cleanse and nourish the liver, such as beets, artichokes, lemon water, and cruciferous vegetables like broccoli. These support the liver's detoxification enzymes, allowing it to send out clean, nutrient-rich blood to your eyes while you sleep. Also, hydration matters more than many realize. The liver requires adequate water to flush toxins and process fat-soluble nutrients efficiently. Seniors often experience mild dehydration, which thickens the blood and reduces circulation to the retina. Drinking a small glass of water or herbal tea about 1 hour before bed can gently support liver filtration and enhance nutrient flow. If this content is helping you see the connection between your internal organs and your long-term vision, consider subscribing. I post new evidence-based insights every day to help you rebuild your health naturally from the inside out. Now that you understand how your eyes prepare themselves at night and how the liver supports that process, let us turn to the raw materials that actually rebuild your vision, the nutrients. Every night, your eyes depend on a specific combination of vitamins, minerals, and fatty acids to regenerate their delicate structures. Without these nutrients, your repair machinery slows down, your retina becomes more vulnerable, and your vision quality begins to decline. Here is what is really going on inside your body. Your retina is made up of millions of photoreceptor cells, rods and cones that are constantly breaking down and rebuilding themselves. Each of these cells is wrapped in a thin layer of fatty acids that act like insulation, keeping the electrical signals crisp and clear. When you consume nutrient-dense foods before bed, your bloodstream delivers the essential building blocks that these cells use to rebuild while you sleep. Let me explain this with a simple analogy. Imagine your retina as a wall made of tiny tiles. Every night, a few tiles crack or wear out due to light exposure, oxidative stress, or inflammation. The nutrients you eat before sleep act as replacement tiles and fresh mortar. If you supply enough of them, the wall remains strong and clear. But if those materials are missing, small cracks accumulate, and over time, the wall begins to blur, just like your vision. So which nutrients are most vital for this nightly repair cycle? Number 1, lutein and zeaxanthin. These carotenoids are the natural pigments that give the macula, the central part of your retina, its yellow color. They filter out harmful blue light and neutralize free radicals generated by light exposure during the day. Studies show that higher blood levels of these pigments correlate with better visual acuity and contrast sensitivity. You can find them in dark leafy greens like spinach, kale, and collard greens. Having a small serving with a teaspoon of olive oil before sleep enhances their absorption because these compounds are fat-soluble. Number 2, omega-3 fatty acids. Docosahexaenoic acid, known as DHA, is a major structural component of the retina. It keeps the photoreceptor membranes flexible and supports the regeneration of the outer segments that are replaced nightly. Fatty fish such as salmon, sardines, and mackerel are excellent sources. For a plant-based option, chia seeds, flax seeds, and walnuts also provide alpha-linolenic acid, which the body can partially convert to DHA. Number 3, taurine. Taurine is an amino acid that acts as an antioxidant and stabilizes the electrical signals in retinal cells. It protects against light-induced damage and supports the survival of photoreceptors. Foods rich in taurine include eggs, chicken, turkey, and seaweed. A small portion of protein that includes taurine before sleep can supply your eyes with this protective compound. Number 4, vitamin A and zinc. Vitamin A forms the foundation of the visual pigment rhodopsin, which allows you to see in low light. Zinc is required to transport vitamin A from the liver to the retina. A deficiency in either can lead to night blindness or delayed adaptation to darkness. The best sources include egg yolks, liver, sweet potatoes, and pumpkin. Seniors often benefit from combining these foods in an early evening meal to enhance both storage and utilization during sleep. Number 5. Vitamin C and E. These antioxidants prevent oxidative damage to the lens and retina by neutralizing free radicals. Citrus fruits, berries, almonds, and sunflower seeds provide these vitamins, including a small serving of fruit like kiwi or orange with dinner, can give your body an antioxidant boost before bedtime. Now, one key point to remember, timing matters just as much as intake. Eating a nutrient-rich, balanced meal 1 to 2 hours before sleep ensures these compounds are circulating in your bloodstream when your eyes begin their regenerative cycle. So when you think about eye repair, think about it as a construction project that runs while you sleep. Your job is to provide the materials. The body already knows how to do the rebuilding. It just needs a supply line open. When it comes to nutrition, most people focus on what they eat, not when they eat it. But when we talk about repairing your eyes during sleep, timing becomes just as important as the nutrients themselves. The body operates on a series of internal rhythms, what scientists call circadian biology. These rhythms control everything from hormone release to digestion, cellular repair, and even how well your eyes absorb nutrients. And if you learn to synchronize your eating habits with your body's nightly repair schedule, you can dramatically improve how your eyes heal, regenerate, and protect themselves from aging. Here is what is really going on inside your body. Your digestive system, liver, and eyes are all governed by circadian clocks, tiny internal timers that signal when each organ should work and when it should rest. During the day, your body prioritizes energy production and activity. But as night approaches, those priorities shift. Insulin levels drop, blood flow to the brain, and eyes increases, and melatonin begins to rise. This signals your body to switch from energy consumption to repair and regeneration. Let me explain this with a simple analogy. Imagine a city that runs on a 24-hour schedule. During the day, factories and offices are busy producing goods. That is your body in its active mode. But at night, cleaning crews, electricians, and repair workers take over. If you shut off the power to the city before the workers arrive, they cannot see what they are fixing. That is exactly what happens when you go to bed without providing your body with the right nutrients. The repair crew, your retina, and supporting tissues shows up, but there is no fuel to work with. The key window for retinal regeneration occurs during the first half of the night, roughly between 10 in the evening and 2 in the morning. This is when melatonin levels peak, growth hormone is released, and your retina begins rebuilding its outer segments. Having a nutrient-rich, balanced snack 1 to 2 hours before sleep ensures that essential compounds like lutein, DHA, and taurine are present in your bloodstream during this repair cycle. Now, this does not mean eating a large meal before bed. That would burden your liver and disrupt sleep quality. Instead, the goal is to provide a light, easily digestible snack that sustains your body through the repair phase without spiking insulin or interfering with melatonin production. Here are a few examples. A small handful of walnuts or pistachios. Both contain natural melatonin and omega-3 fats. A slice of avocado on whole grain toast with a drizzle of olive oil rich in vitamin E and healthy fats that aid nutrient absorption. A boiled egg with a sprinkle of turmeric provides protein, taurine, and anti-inflammatory compounds. A cup of warm chamomile or lemon balm tea supports relaxation and liver function. These foods supply the nutrients your eyes and liver need, without overstimulating digestion or raising nighttime blood sugar. Research also shows that meal timing affects nutrient delivery. When you eat too early, for instance, 4 to 5 hours before sleep, the concentration of certain fat-soluble nutrients in your blood may already begin to decline by the time your eyes start repairing. Conversely, eating too late, right before lying down, can impair digestion and elevate blood sugar, both of which interfere with melatonin production. The sweet spot is about 90 minutes before sleep, giving your body time to absorb nutrients while still supporting the beginning of the repair cycle. If this content is helping you understand how your body's timing affects your long-term health, consider subscribing. I post evidence-based insights every day to help you optimize your metabolism, hormones, and longevity naturally and intelligently. Up to this point, we have explored the internal mechanisms and nutrients that help your eyes repair during sleep. But there is one more crucial layer that determines how effectively those nutrients are used. Your daily habits, the way you manage light exposure, hydration, stress, and sleep quality decides whether your eyes regenerate efficiently at night or continue to deteriorate over time. Here's what is really going on inside your body. The eyes are not isolated organs. They are extensions of your nervous system. That means anything that affects your brain, light, hormones, blood sugar, or stress directly affects your vision. When your nervous system is balanced and calm before sleep, your eyes receive optimal blood flow and oxygen. But when you go to bed under stress, exposed to artificial light, or dehydrated, the body shifts into survival mode. This constricts blood vessels and starves your retina of the oxygen and nutrients it needs most during the night. Let me explain this with a simple analogy. Imagine your eyes as gardens that need darkness, water, and quiet to grow. If you shine bright lights on them all night, neglect watering, or let the soil dry out, the plants struggle. In the same way, your eyes need darkness, hydration, and hormonal balance to carry out their nightly renewal. Number 1, light exposure. Light is the single most powerful regulator of your circadian rhythm. Artificial light from phones, computers, and televisions in the evening sends confusing signals to your brain, tricking it into believing it is still daytime. This suppresses melatonin, delaying the body's repair sequence. To counteract this, reduce screen use at least 1 hour before sleep. Then the lights in your home. And if you must use screens, apply blue light filters or wear blue light blocking glasses. Exposing your eyes to natural sunlight in the morning also helps reset your circadian rhythm for the next night cycle. Number 2, hydration. Your eyes are composed of more than 80% water, and dehydration thickens your blood, reducing nutrient flow to the retina. Seniors often wake up with dry eyes or blurry vision simply because of mild overnight dehydration. The solution is simple. Drink a small glass of water or herbal tea about 1 hour before bed, not immediately before, to avoid disturbing sleep. Adding a pinch of mineral salt or magnesium citrate to your evening water can help maintain electrolyte balance and improve absorption. Number 3, blood sugar control. High evening blood sugar spikes lead to glycation, a process where sugar molecules attach to proteins, damaging delicate retinal tissue. To prevent this, avoid refined carbohydrates and sugary snacks after dinner. Pair any evening carbohydrates with protein or healthy fat to stabilize glucose and prevent oxidative stress in the tiny capillaries that nourish your retina. Number 4, stress management and deep sleep. Cortisol, the stress hormone, is melatonin's opposite. When cortisol levels are high at night, melatonin levels drop, and your eyes repair processes slow down. Gentle stretching, slow breathing, or even a 5-minute gratitude practice before bed can lower cortisol and allow melatonin to rise naturally. Prioritizing deep, uninterrupted sleep of at least 7 hours is one of the most powerful ways to preserve vision over time. Number 5, avoid environmental toxins. Cigarette smoke, air pollution, and cooking fumes introduce free radicals that damage the cornea and retina. Keeping your bedroom air clean with proper ventilation or a simple air purifier can make a surprising difference in how refreshed your eyes feel in the morning. Your habits either work with your biology or against it. When you align them with your body's natural rhythms, minimizing blue light, staying hydrated, keeping blood sugar stable, and allowing true darkness, you give your eyes the environment they need to repair every single night. If you have made it this far, you now understand something most people never do, that your eyes are not failing because of age alone. They are struggling because the delicate repair systems that keep your vision sharp at night are being disrupted by hidden factors in your metabolism, your nutrition, and your evening habits. Let us briefly recap what we discovered. First, your eyes are living tissue deeply connected to your liver, your brain, and your sleep cycle. When you eat the right foods before bed, such as those rich in lutein, zeaxanthin, zinc, vitamin A, and omega-3 fatty acids, you provide your retina with the raw materials it needs to rebuild itself while you sleep. Second, your liver is not just a detox organ, it is the biochemical engine that produces and delivers the nutrients and antioxidants your eyes rely on. When the liver is overburdened with sugar, alcohol, or processed fats, it cannot produce the compounds that keep your retinal cells resilient. Repairing your liver's rhythm means you are also repairing your vision. Third, we discuss the power of antioxidants and healthy fats. Nutrients such as vitamin C, vitamin E, and omega-3 fatty acids protect your macula from oxidative stress, the same process that accelerates vision decline in aging adults. By incorporating foods like salmon, walnuts, avocado, and spinach into your evening meals, you support the membranes that protect your eyes through the night. Fourth, we saw that light hydration and stress are not minor details. They are central regulators of eye health. Dim lights, balanced blood sugar, and calm breathing before bed allow melatonin to rise, oxygen to flow, and the eye's microscopic vessels to repair. So, here's your challenge tonight. Choose just one of these habits to implement. Maybe it is reducing screen light after dinner. Maybe it is adding one eye repairing food like spinach or kiwi before bed. Or maybe it is simply going to bed 1 hour earlier to allow your eyes more healing time. Track how your vision feels in the morning. Less dryness, less blur, more clarity. Over time, these small choices compound. Your eyes were designed to renew themselves. The nutrients you feed them, the light you expose them to, and the calmness you bring to your body each night determine how well they perform that renewal. If this message added value, like this video, and subscribe to join thousands of others optimizing their health naturally. Together, we are building a community grounded in science, committed to longevity, and focused on giving our bodies the conditions they need to thrive naturally.